The are an English amorphous musical entity. They're a vehicle for their lead singer's songwriter, Matt Johnson, who started making and selling tapes basically under his own steam. He created his first studio album, which was unreleased, and he's been in and out of commercialism. He started out in the late 70s, and it's been fluid between whether they are a band or just Matt Johnson. Um, so sometimes he went on tour with the band, sometimes he recorded with the band and people were official members, and sometimes it was just him. Sometimes he went on tour with films that he'd made. Other people that have been in the band, and there's been quite a lot of people over the time, include Johnny Marr, who had been in the Smiths previously, and Gaylan Dorsey, who had been the bassist for David Bowie for a while. He's also collaborated with lots of people. Names I'm going to pull out here are Mark Almond, JT Thirlwell, who was the Scraping Fetus Off the Wheel, and other fetus related names, Jules Holland, Nana Cherry, and Sinead O'Connor. He spent 2003 to 2017 making soundtracks, but has reawakened the since then, and they are currently a band. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is my mini album review of Infected by which was released in 1986 and was his slash their second album. And it's my first time, I think, listening to this, but I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if I have listened to it before. Anyway, I guess synth pop might be the best description here. It's very sample heavy, and there's quite a lot of use here of apparently the Fairlight CMI sampler, which was a groundbreaking and hugely expensive at the time sampler, um, but has at times, like a lot of things, have a distinctive sound to it. And I suspect that actually a lot of what's going on here, I don't know for sure, is that there's an element of people playing instruments being sampled and then it being replayed from the samples there. The end result is quite spiky and percussive and kind of plastic feeling in a good way. It's got this kind of very produced, but what's the right word for it? Yeah, percussive, I guess, and quite bombastic and in your face. It's got shades of, so there's I believe Swiss outfit Yellow, whose probably most famous track was either The Race or Oh Yeah. Max Headroom kind of stuff, The Art of Noise, and even kind of for some reason in excess, some of their tracks seem to have some of this sound to it. I wonder if maybe it was a little bit ahead of its time in terms of the sound, because I feel like, I mean, Art of Noise was around this sort of time, but Yellow was a bit later. Um, so there are, as I said, quite a lot of instruments actually involved. There's a list of people who've played things. Lots of musicians, including Nana Cherry, doing supporting vocals. Lots of brass, some strings, brass arrangements, at least at some points, by Anne Dudley, who was a member of the Art of Noise. Matt Johnson's singing is quite strident. He's got a strong voice that sits kind of above the mix and really sticks out. He's got sometimes an almost kind of Texan growl. He's got this quite kind of cool, suave, slightly cynical delivery to his voice. It's overall, I'd say. I mean, I did say In Your Face before. It's big, it's larger than life, but somehow in a way that's satisfying. Is the sort of sound that I quite like. Most of the songs are social commentary and political stuff, but there are some love songs in here as well. So overall, I liked it quite a bit. So looking back, uh, 3 years ago ish, I have reviewed another The album on this channel, which was Mind Bomb, and that was number 2,893 on the list. This is now 1,802, so we're quite a long way higher up the list. Mind Bomb got an 8.3 from me. And I went back and kind of checked my consistency. So I would agree with my previous score for that, but this is good, but it's not as good as that. So it's getting a good score, but I wasn't quite so uh, really taken with it as I was with the Mind Bomb album. So that's the end of my mini album review, and that's what I think of this album. And as always, I'd love to know what you think of this album. So please do give me your impressions of this album, or anything you want to say about Matt Johnson and the other, or any memories that you've got, or anything you want to say about the review. I'd just love to hear from people. So please leave me comments, and that's it from me for now.
6 o'clock in the morning. I'm the last person in this plane still awake. You know, I can almost smell the blood washing against the shores. This land that can't forget its past.